Oh, you're killing. What? What do you mean that wasn't the punchline? Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Video Call-In Show, that show that invites you to be a live guest on this show at any time to talk about anything you want to talk about. Whether it be the topic of the day, it could be current events, it could be self-promotion, it could be just chewing the fat with your old buddy Jim. That would be me. I am your host of the Video Call-In Show, and I will be here for about the next hour. My job to listen and learn to and about you. Joining the show is real easy. All you've got to do is point your browser to zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and when it asks for it, put in that meeting ID. You'll show up in my green room, and I'll bring you on first come, first served, as always. And if that sounds like fun to you, if that sounds like you want to be on the show, by all means, click that subscribe button right now and ring that bell so you don't miss an episode. Welcome, everyone. How are you? Well, Herman, welcome. That's okay. I appreciate you. Some reason it looked like you had to resubscribe, dude. That was weird. But thanks for being by here. Let's see. Not a great gamer. Already got stories flowing in. Now, tonight's subject is, I want to hear your funniest stories. I have to admit that I don't tell a very good story. So that should help you in that you don't have to worry about delivering that killer punchline. Just if it's funny to you, that's all that matters, and I'm sure we'll get the kick out of it as well. Let's see, who else do we have? We have King Belly Jean, or Jelly Bean. King Belly Jean. Am I dyslexic all of a sudden? That maybe goes along with the vertigo. Who knows? Let's see, Bob Dip, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Brad from Drone Kings in Darwin, welcome to the show, my friend. Shauna Marie Penny, good to see you. Aaron Frying Pan, or Andrew Frying Pan, good to see you as well. Jesse Mendez, hello, hello, hello. Mike from the Creator Spotlight Show, how you doing, Mike? I'm gonna get this right. Lipstick Hick, living my dream. Hello, Patty Broussard, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Who else do we have in here? We've got Ronnie G, Positive Vibes. Good to see you again. PYH Music. Hello, hello to you, my friend. Welcome to the show. Again, joining is real easy. All you've got to do, point your browser to zoom.us, click on join a meeting, and then put in that meeting ID, and you will come into my green room just like my first guest. And let me do some fancy footwork here, and we will bring him up. You guys, come on right in behind. If you'd like to come on the show, just get in line. You'll stay in the green room until I'm done with the guest, and then, of course, I'll bring you up, and we can talk about whatever you want to. Like I said before, doesn't have to be the topic of the day. Crap, my dad makes me watch. Oh, that reminds me, before I get to my first guest, tonight's subject was suggested by Crap, My Dad Makes Me Watch. Yes, that's Crap, My Dad Makes Me Watch. In the running for the best channel name on YouTube. But not only that, these guys are funny. These are hilarious videos as kids react to movies and trailers and whatnot. Go check out Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch. Adam's a great guy. Kids are fantastic. In fact, both of them have been on the show, and I love that. I love that channel. Let's see, where were we at? Got some more people in here before we get Susan Hamilton. Welcome to you. Thanks for being here on the show. All right, so let's bring in our first guest. I was hoping that this would work quickly because, like I said, I don't see your camera there, bud.
Yes, I'm here though. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. No camera tonight for you?
Well, we're gonna see if
Oh,
we
there
can
it is.
actually get it to work today.
I see it working.
So that should be great if it works and stays on.
Let me bring your
In a
audio up.
different location. It's wonderful. So yeah.
Howdy. What's going on?
Oh, a lot. Not much. As I'm just kind of working on some paperwork, and there goes my
There it
camera.
goes. That's okay. We'll stay live if you wanna work with it. You can. If not,
Yeah.
we'll look at the tiny icon. That is King Jelly Bean. There he is again.
It should work now. It should work.
I'm gonna save this
So
for my
yeah.
Halloween show.
Yeah, give me a second, sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm just having fun, bud. Excuse me. Oh, you've disappeared again.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Okay.
I am back now. We're fine. Sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So,
Anyway,
do you have a funny story, or did you just want to talk about something else? Your choice.
well, I want to give an update, a quick little update.
Sure.
As for everyone knows, I'm the owner of Change Project. It's great. We do have an update. Our first topic does start August 1st. Right now, through the next 2 weeks, we'll be working on some really hard stuff, and then next week is August 1st. So it'll be happening, I think next Thursday is August 1st at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or earlier. We're just trying to work with our schedule to go live that day.
Okay.
That opening, and if you guys want to get on that stream, you guys can head over to our Discord server, and there'll be a little form where you can get on that stream.
Oh, cool. Okay, so you're inviting up. How many do you suppose you're going to invite up? Do you have a number in mind?
Our limit right now is going to be 10 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably going to be doing one person at a time, and we'll probably be live for possibly 2 hours, which is why we're debating on going live earlier. So that way we can have some time for some other things afterwards. But we're going to be having one guest at a time, and by the end of the stream, we're hoping to have probably about maybe 50 people up. Oh. That will be our limit, is having 50 people up.
Very cool. Very cool. So, do you want to drop a link in the chat? By all means, feel free to. Have I made you a moderator just yet? I think I have. Yes. Yep. By the way, folks, that's how you become moderator. You come on the show and prove yourself a good person. And I know I can trust you to weed out the baddies in the chat. So, well, that's great news, man. I did catch your stream earlier.
Yes.
At least the last part of it. I wasn't able to jump in right away, but I'm getting notifications, which is awesome on some, not all. And yeah, and it's pretty cool. Do you plan on going video with that, or because I think you just had icons up for the folks that were on?
Yeah, we did have icons because Raven does not like to put her camera on, which is okay. I don't mind. My camera wasn't working at the time. I was late to get on the stream during the timer that we had at the beginning because it was not letting me get on. But now that it started to work, right as the stream ended, my camera came on and then went off again. So.
You got to work out those technical problems, bud.
Exactly.
Remember, they're the bane of our existence. I know.
Exactly.
I know how you feel. Well, that's great. Yeah, feel free to drop a link in the chat for those people who want to get notified when you go. Now, was tonight a test or was it an actual show?
It was more of a kind of just a goodbye thing to Raven, as we kind of talked about a little bit of the news. Like this week was basically a bunch of tests because Raven's going to be gone, Easton's been gone for a week, and we have to work around those things. And we didn't want to start our first topic in the middle of the month.
Sure.
So we thought we would just test this week, get some basic things down, get some videos uploaded, and then August 1st, get really serious and get straight into it.
Ah, yes.
So, yeah.
Ah, yes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, I got to tell you, I was impressed watching what I saw. You're going to be a good host, man. You're going to be a real good host. So, funny story before you go, or?
I do have a funny story.
Everybody's got a funny story.
Exactly. And I somewhat find it funny myself, but okay. So long ago, when I was young, I had a birthday party. Of course, everybody has a birthday party. But anyway, and at this birthday party, and I remember it because it was so vowed. So basically, we were about to cut the cake. And I got up on the chair because I was too short to blow them out from the bottom of the table, blow out the candles. So I got up in the chair. And when I did, right before she started lighting the candles, my Nana, the chair moved, and when it did, I fell face first into the cake and then slid down with it into the floor.
Oh man, did anybody get that on video?
No, it was so
Oh,
sad. Nobody was recording because they were going to start recording right as they were lit. And I was like, well, that happened.
oh man. Well, here's a pro tip for all you budding photographers out there or people that go to family functions. Always turn the camera on before the cake. If you ever if you ever watch America's Funniest Home Videos,
Oh,
that's when the fun happens.
exactly. Everything good happens before the cameras roll.
I
Don't worry.
know. That's why always be rolling. I'd like to say ABC, but it's always be rolling. Well, King Jellybean, any final thoughts?
Um, Other than just like I said, if you want to get on that stream, I sent the Discord link. I'll send out the channel link here in a couple minutes. But other than that, guys, just have an amazing day. Remember, change starts with you,
Ooh,
and
nice.
keep your funny stories rolling.
Very good. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Oh, what a great kid. I'm serious though. I watched that earlier, and he was a good host. I mean, he had great questions. He stayed on point. He addressed the chat, which I'm going to do really fast here. I saw that Jenny Marseth had come in. Hello, Jenny. How are you? Welcome to the show, my friend. Cool, very cool. And we've already got 3 other people lined up, raring to go. Let's get the next one in here if we can. Oh, you've gone suddenly dark on me, my friend. Can you hear me?
Hello,
Hello?
hello,
Hello? Is this thing on?
hello, hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I can see it in your smile. Hello, everyone.
Very nice, man. You do have a good voice, I got to tell you.
Oh, thanks. It's all right.
Do you sing anywhere else other than live streams?
Not really. I
No?
don't ever sing properly on live streams either, you know. I've got to warm up, and it's a lot of effort to sing properly. So,
Oh yeah.
unless people are going to pay me, it's not happening. Hello there. How are you, by the way?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Been seeing you around a lot lately.
I know. I'm like chlamydia. I'm everywhere. Nobody wants me, but they have to have me at some point in their lives. Hello, stream of video calling show. Welcome. This dude is a top man, so if you haven't hit his button, please do and smash the bell. There, I'm promoting you.
Oh,
Wait,
thanks. Thank you so much for that.
there we go.
Yeah, I find myself not a very good shameless promoter. Well, that's not necessarily true, but I like to tell myself that.
You deserve promotion. You have a very good decorum.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I appreciate, and thanks again for having me on your stream the other night. That was fun, a lot of fun.
I don't know why my screen's gone dark again. It was lighter a minute ago. Well, thank you for coming. I was overwhelmed. It was supposed to be a chilled out stream, and then like halfway through, it just went boom, as you saw. It was crazy. My head was hurting after that. I can't handle that kind of.
I felt humbled in the presence of some of the folks you had on there. He had both Green Bay Wacky and Cab 7, and not only that, but after those guys and I left, bam, on comes Lou Rock. How long did you guys stay on after that? I was down for the count.
Not long, because I had to do things. It weren't long at all, but it was the fact that Lou Rock knew that I was going, and he still bothered to come up for the 10 minutes to say hello, even though we knew he was shutting down. And I was humbled by every single one of you who come up, because it made it. I mean, I had so many visitors that show; it was unreal. I can't even remember. I've written a list. If you look on the page of the chat, I've written thanks to everyone who turned up. So many people.
You did you?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Did not see that. But I will go back and look. In fact, what I tend to do is whenever I go up on a show, or am mentioned in any significant way, I try to put that in a playlist on my channel. And I know they say not to do that because you draw people off, but it's more important for me that people get links to those people that I consider my family.
Oh, my family now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I have some money?
No.
Not that kind of family then.
There is no family that I would lend money to.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
There's another lesson for you kids. Don't lend money
Yes.
to family. You'll never see it again. Likely.
Don't lend money to family, and also children, don't play with fires.
Do not play with fire. Do
And
not
never
play
try
with fire.
eating plastic or rhubarb leaves.
I hadn't heard.
Powdered cement.
I hadn't heard the rhubarb leaf thing. Where's the danger there? Is it, are they
Rhubarb
poisonous?
leaves poisonous as hell.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a ninja's thing, right? Ladies and gentlemen, boiling water, rhubarb leaves, boil, make a tea. Yeah, rest in peace. You're
Oh,
welcome. Don't
nice.
try it, kids,
not unless you're a ninja.
unless you're a ninja.
And not a made up ninja either.
A legitimate ninja. You've got to have a ninja certificate from the Advanced School of Ninjaing at Hogwarts.
Yes, you do. We gotta see papers on that one too.
And you know that will be signed by Master Steven Seagal.
Oh, we had that discussion too. And wasn't that Cab Seven's somewhat hero, and he was crushed when he renounced his citizenship?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I learned something else about Steven Seagal over the years, that he's not a very good martial artist either,
And
unfortunately.
he likes to hit women.
Yes, I've heard that as well.
Yeah. So the old. Do you remember the old Bruce Lee famous saying, "Boards don't hit back"?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Steven Seagal should have been in that. And
Yeah.
then when O'Hara punches the board, he should have punched the women. And then Bruce Lee should have said, "Women don't hit back." I just thought it would have been dramatic. There you go. You're going to have to edit that part out of your stream. Awkward smile.
I edit nothing.
Oh,
But I thought you knew that already.
no, well, yeah, you need to edit that breakdown. Jesus.
Actually, that's not true. I have had to go through and edit a few guest cuts before, but mostly I try to lay them down just as they get laid down.
Hang on. The shape. Is the shape in here?
The shape's in here, yes.
Has he got his channel sorted?
Oh, I didn't know he had a problem. I was just watching one of his videos today. Shape, tell us if you had problems with your
Hey,
channel,
Shape.
man.
You have problems with your channel. I might be completely wrong on that one. I apologise. If I am.
I also want to say hello to Hazel-Eyed Siren. Welcome to the show. And also Emmanuel Goffey. Welcome back to the show, my friend. Crow of Judas, good to see you. And,
Judas.
Yeah, Crow of Judas.
You was a bastard to Jesus.
Above and Beyond Drones, how you doing? Oh, who else did I see just now? If I miss you, I'm sorry. Tag me and I'll make sure I say hello. Because I love having every one of you in here. Okay. So, Gamer, what did you have a funny? I know you've got a funny story, man.
No, I've come in here to waste your time. I actually ain't come in here to tell you nothing funny. I saw you come up. I was like, I'm going to hassle this dude. I ain't got no funny stories.
Well, it is your MO.
Pardon?
It is your MO.
MO?
Method of operation.
Oh, method of operation. Well, there you go. That's something I've learned from this conversation. I've come in here and learned what MO means.
I learned about rhubarb leaves.
Yeah.
See, we both leave smarter.
Yes, forever knowledge.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I have anything funny. Yeah, but my kind of humour's like twisted, so I wouldn't say the thing. I can't really. No, there is actually nothing.
That's okay. No pressure, dude. No pressure.
Under pressure. Do I just have to leave now then? Have you got other people coming in or something?
I do have other people coming in, but I don't want to cut you short, man. You're
That's my trumpet. That's all I can do for you.
well, you were hurt last time, and I don't want you to leave hurt.
Oh, I wasn't hurt last time. I think I'm at least deserving of like 6 hours of somebody's stream.
If I was on for 6 hours, I would invite you on for 6 hours. But that's
Oh,
not my MO. It would be if I wasn't doing this every night. Well,
you know
almost
what?
every night. You know how it is.
Yeah, you do this, what, 5 nights a week,
Do
is
it.
it?
I do it 5 nights a week and Friday mornings. And ironically, I do it Friday mornings because I think it's a better time for you guys. What time is it over there right now? Merry old
There we go.
England.
What
Ooh,
time's it in the UK?
that's
It
positively
is
evil.
positive evil. Ooh,
If
hello.
you're going for evil, you're hitting it.
I'm trying to.
Actually, it looks like Frank Zappa. You look like Frank Zappa in that light.
Ooh,
That's a
that's
compliment.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Wraps up around my
Yeah.
head.
You don't quite have the nose, which is good.
All the drugs. Right.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is 3:19 a.m.
3:19 a.m. And what would
3:20 a.m.
so it would be 3 in the afternoon, my Friday mornings. It'd be 3 in the afternoon on Saturday, right? My Friday morning? Or no, it'd be 3 in the afternoon that Saturday,
Where are you in America?
Eastern Standard Time, East Coast, if you will.
So you're
I'm in
5 hours
Indiana.
behind me.
Yeah, 5 hours behind you. Okay, so it'd be 3 in the
Yeah.
afternoon Friday. Yeah.
My auntie lives in Florida and she's 5 hours behind.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
unless you're on the Panhandle part of Florida, that is an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. That's when they hit Central Time. But yeah,
Yeah.
Eastern Time. So it'd be 3 in the afternoon tomorrow. Is my 10 a.m. show, and that's why I actually started the Friday show for my friends right across the pond.
Oh, so is that a hint that I've got to come to that one as well? Jesus Christ. Do you want to kick me off already off of this to get your other people up? But I've got to come to your other stream. Listen to that, ladies and gentlemen.
No. I wouldn't force you to come to, to any of the shows, dude. I love when you come here, but
Well, sorry, it's really bothering me, that plug socket being in view. It's
oh, I think it adds to the atmosphere.
It makes me look perfect. Yeah.
That's better.
I've got a balls being passed. No, it ain't funny. Oh, it ain't working. I'll just have to do this. Oh,
I don't mind it, man. Like I said, it adds to the atmosphere. I say go with it.
There we go. Oh, sorry about that for the camera wibble.
Oh, that's okay.
These Logitech balance on top, don't they?
What's that?
The Logitech webcams balance on top and it makes it a bit wobbly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are good
I've
cameras.
actually got to go now.
But they're hard to find a good place for sometimes. Ooh. You say you have to go, or are you thinking I'm pushing
I don't know, because you've got a queue of people and I don't know what they're doing. Do they have to go shopping? Do they have to go fishing? Maybe they have a relative they have to go to.
Maybe
and I'm
they
like,
do.
maybe I'm occupying their time.
Are you saying?
It makes me edgy and uneasy knowing that there's people waiting behind me.
Well, there's only one way to solve that.
I've got to go, yeah.
Well, thanks for wasting my time. That was your goal, right? I don't think it was a waste of time. But thanks for being here, dude.
I hope it was.
No, it's not a waste of time. If it were a waste of time, people would be leaving in droves. And they are not leaving in droves, as far as I know.
Oh, hello, crap. My father makes me watch.
Crap, my dad makes me watch.
Over in England, we tend to say father.
Yeah, of course.
Right. I'll go then, because how many people you got waiting?
I got 2 in the wings.
2?
Yep.
Do I know either of them?
You know one of them at least, and I'm pretty sure you know the next one as well. Maybe just from seeing her around.
Don't ruin the surprise.
I'm not going to. No.
Oh, this all, ladies and gentlemen, we have surprises. And the best surprise of all is I'm actually going. God bless you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for your time.
Oh, you are absolutely welcome. And the pleasure is all mine, sir.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is where you know I am gone.
I need to cut that out as its own guest cut right there. Thanks, Not a Great Gamer. I appreciate you being on, bud. I'm dead serious about that. All right. Oh,
Hey there.
hello.
I've just got my picture right now because I'm like ready for bed.
Well, it's a wonderful picture. And
thank
let
you.
me do a quick adjustment here. There we go. Now we're prim and proper. We've got your name down there and everything.
All right.
Good
Hello.
evening, Patty. How are you?
I am drained.
Oh, really?
Yes, and that's where my story is going to come from. And I just have the one story. Today I set up to film, and I wanted to film working on another video, and I'm wanting to film outside. And I'm in Texas, and it's July, and it's hot. hot. Okay, so I've got everything set up nice and pretty and peacefully, and I go ahead and get myself dressed up for the video. And because I know it's so hot out there, I went ahead and I took like a towel with me to blot my sweaty face every once in a while. And I took a mirror with me to make sure that the mascara wasn't smudging, right?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm sitting there. I've got these beautiful plants surrounding me. I've got my camera on and I'm playing along with my music, getting my footage. And I start to smell something. And I'm thinking, it didn't smell like a cigarette, but it could have been a cigarette. It didn't smell like a funny cigarette, but it had a weird kind of burning smell. And I'm going, there must be a neighbor, smoking some kind of weird, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just continue playing, and all the time I'm videoing myself, but in my head I'm wondering, what am I smelling? But I'm still trying to be nice and calm and peaceful. So I decided to take a break. So I oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I think that's for you.
I'm sorry, I meant to hit silence.
That's okay. I'm waiting for mine to go off.
I decided to take a break, and I scooted over by one of these plants, and I looked down at the mirror I had laying on the ground, face up, with the sun shining into the mirror at just the right angle to shine that nice whatever it is that the mirror shines into something to start a fire. Sure enough, I looked at that little palm tree. All these little palms were falling off of the palm tree, and I'm going, what is happening here? So I look up and I see it smoking. I had laid that mirror right in the right place. It must have been the right time of day to angle it toward the tree to start a fire. I'm lucky I decided to take a break.
No kidding.
Wow. Anyway, what is the coincidence of everything being in the right place at the wrong time?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because the moment you said that, it reminded me of a story that I have from my childhood. Now, I was very young, but it was my mother had gotten a Mustang coupe. I believe it was a '66. And I remember that Mustang like it was yesterday. It was like a blue interior, the pony interior. And she left one of those convex mirrors in the back seat. Now, right on either side of the rear window was fabric as part of the headliner. And it damn near caught fire as well. Same way.
Yeah.
Oh, well, man. Did you get any cool footage of like the palm members falling or anything? Because that would have been awesome.
I did grab my video, turned on the video, and I was just talking to the camera saying, this just happened. I can't believe this just happened. So I have like a minute of me like freaking out.
one for the blooper reel.
Yeah, well, from here on out, I think no more mirrors with me when I'm trying to shoot a video. I'll just come inside to block my face. But anyway, that's it. I saw your topic for tonight, and I'm thinking, wow, I just gotta hop on here and share that. I hope it gave someone a giggle.
It gave me a giggle. I mean, I
Okay.
was kind of scared there for a minute, but
I know. I'm like, is it funny? Is it not funny? But I laughed at it at the end of the day.
isn't it strange how, those things that could have been just disastrous end up funny later on?
Yeah, yeah. Lesson learned.
Lesson learned.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Thank you for letting me jump on and share it.
Anytime, Patty. Thanks so much for being here.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
See you later. That is so true. You never know. You never know when who doesn't have a near disastrous story? And it's got to be near disastrous, because if it was disastrous, it's not funny. But those things that just could have been awful, you get to look back and laugh at it. That's I have a lot of those. I can't think of them right off the top of my head, but I do have a lot of those. By the way, Outdoorsy Gallo, welcome to the show, hon. Good to see you, Chrissy. Anybody else jump in here while I was around? Okay, nope. Oh, I forgot to ask. PYH Music. Whenever, this is the great time to point out, whenever you guys have a question for me or one of my guests, make sure you tag me. That way I'll be able to see it. I saw yours at Far Too Late. Northern Ohio Railroad Action. Welcome to the show. All righty. Nora. Is Nora here? Oh, okay. Yeah, Northern Ohio Railroad Action. He went by the acronym on the other night's show, and I'm like, oh, is that the same guy? Okay, cool. Very cool. All right, let's bring this up. What is that? This may be a mean guest. I don't know. We're just gonna have to find out. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, bud.
Hear me?
Now I can. How you doing, Brad?
Good stuff.
Oh, you know me. I'm not one to complain. Well, yeah, I am, but no, I can't complain.
You can just do it on a show and complain.
Well, I've thought about creating that channel. That'd be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? That old bastard's complaining again. I think people would actually, they would actually tune in for something like that. Have you ever seen that one? Have you ever seen that channel where the guy just goes off on a rant at random all the while he's drinking? Of course, his rants get more and more crazy as the alcohol gets thicker and thicker in his bloodstream. Can you hear me?
That's politics, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can. It's that transcontinental.
That's politics.
What's his name?
It's the internet coming in through South Australia and then up to Darwin. It takes a while to get here.
Got to put another gerbil on the wheel.
I got to do something. I tell you what, it's useless sometimes.
So, what's new and exciting all the way on the other side of the globe?
Not a lot. Public holiday today, so I thought I'd give you a quick call and say hello because I don't often get the chance. So I'm popping in to say hi.
Well, howdy to you. Are you off today or?
Yeah. So it's Friday here. It's the local show, so it becomes a public holiday for it. So that's not too bad.
Oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Jolie's gone to the show with one of her friends, and Jay's downstairs at the moment, just watching TV, waiting for me to finish so I can give him some lunch, I think.
You mean I'm taking away lunchtime? Oh, man.
No, he's already had like 3 packets of chips and all the other shit that goes with it, so he don't care.
Oh, God. Do you remember when we could pack that away, being younger?
Yeah.
Not even have to worry about it.
Yeah,
they're unbelievable. You get them to do their homework and they can't find it. You put a packet of junk food in the cupboard and they can sniff it out at 30 paces.
How true. How true. You got it worse, though. I only had one boy. We always knew who to blame.
It's amazing the amount of times we get a lot of, it goes like this in this place. No, it wasn't me. It was him.
Yeah. Not me. Not me.
Yeah. And I know it definitely wasn't me.
Exactly. So you got any funny stories for us, Brad? No, you don't have to.
Actually, I got an interesting story. So last weekend, we decided to do a very late in the day road trip. We left here about lunchtime Sunday, went down to a place called Jabiru, which is a good 330-kilometre road trip. So it took us a good couple of hours to get down there. We went to a place called Cahill's Crossing. I took the drone out and had a fly around down there. And then we went to a place just up the road called Uber, which I've just put a video out, which is we stayed down there and watched the sunset. And
yeah, it's a beautiful time lapse of the sunset, if you guys are wondering.
Yeah, I've got another one which I'm trying to work on, which is a 360 version of it, but my laptop's crashing a little bit. But that's the kind. But anyway, as we're coming back, we left there just after the sunset, so it's about 6:30 at night, and we start motoring along down the road. We get through Kakadu Forest, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing around down there, but just trees and wildlife. Cruising along a little bit, doing 100. So the speed limit down there is 130 km an hour, and all of a sudden a wallaby came out from the bushes and decided to play chicken with the car. So last I saw was the wallaby disappearing under the car, and I thought, looked at the gauges, and I thought, sweet, I'm doing okay. Their cars, the temperature's showing no peaks or anything like that. So we just kept driving. So I'm still doing 130, and like I said, there's nothing. Even if there was something wrong with the car, I would keep driving the bloody thing until it crashed, just because I'm not stopping on the side of the road. And a little bit further down the road, probably a good 40, 50K, all of a sudden the overheat light comes on, and I'm like, oh, shit. So backed it off and got the temperature down, and sort of limped it into the next town and got out of the car. Looked at the front of the car, and there was the wallaby stuck in the grill and had smashed into the fan and the radiator and a few other bits and pieces. So
oh, man.
That was the end of our day trip.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. But the family's okay, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, everyone was fine. Everyone was fine. So, like I said, we drove probably a good another 60K with this bloody thing in the front of the car.
An unwilling hood ornament.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I got my own Mercedes badge. But so, me being the top speedy slicker, looked at and said, "Nah, I'm not touching that bloody thing." So I walked inside to the pub, and I asked the people behind the counter. I said, "Look, anyone here help me get this thing out of the front of the car?" So they walked into the pub and announced to everyone in the pub, sort of, "Oh, this guy's got this stuck in the front of his car." And I kid you not, 2 kids put their hand up straight away and said, let me. And I'm like, you're kidding me. So the kids go basically bolting out to the car, look at the front of the car, go, "Oh, wow, that's fantastic," and just grab it by the tail and just go ripping it straight out. And it just came out all in one piece, which was good.
Yeah.
And then next minute, one of the other people is on the phone. There's one of those crocodile boat ride places just down the road. They're on the phone to the owner saying, "Hey, we've just got breakfast for Brutus. Where do you want us to put it?" And I'm like, okay, I'm out of here.
Oh, man. Roadkill for the Crocs.
Yeah. So they bagged it up, chucked it in the freezer, I believe. We called a tow truck and waited for the tow truck to turn up and got the car home. I think I got home about probably midnight from all that.
Oh man. Wow. I am glad you guys are you're okay. And God, do I love the names of the locations around your country.
Oh, so I work in facilities up here for the state Department of Health, and like we get jobs come in from Jabiru and Owen Pelly and Wadeye and all these. Basically, I think someone just gets a whole heap of letters and throws them into a piece of paper and says, "Okay, that's what we're going to name this place." And the people up here that I work with just have great joy of watching me try to pronounce some of these names. I think they just do it for the hell of it sometimes.
Well, I was going to ask. I mean, you get used to your surroundings, you don't think anything of it, but apparently they can be the staff of joke fodder. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah, like the old left-handed screwdriver. Yeah, try and say this name. Yeah, try and say that name.
Oh man. Well, I'm sorry that has to happen.
You know what? It was bound to happen with the amount of sort of night driving and that sort of stuff that we do here. It was going to happen some stage where we hit something. So
does that happen a lot down under there? Because I know what we have, at least in the Midwest, is that happens with deer a lot.
Yeah. I was talking to the people while I was waiting for the tow truck, and they were like, "Yeah, this happened to someone yesterday, and this happened to someone the day before that, and this happened to someone the day before that." And it's just, I think it's just a regular occurrence. Like I said, you're in the middle of nowhere, and the amount of like cows that wander along the side of the road and buffalo and that sort of stuff. It's just like it's crazy. Like I make sure I drive straight down the middle of the road just to give me that, extra couple of seconds if I see it, sort of thing.
Right.
I just didn't for that occasion.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us. I've been real fortunate in that all the years I've been deer hunting, I've only hit one deer, and it wasn't catastrophic for the deer. It ran away, but and I wasn't even hunting. That's the strange part, because when I go hunting, you're in roads where there's nothing on either side of you for miles, and and then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, a deer appear. I've had several hundred cross in front of me and behind me, but I've never hit one. And even Crap My Dad Makes Me Watch points out that possum and skunk are also problems. He's absolutely right over here. That and raccoon. I see a lot of raccoon down south.
Yeah.
I don't know what my boy was saying.
He said they try to outduck
you. They what?
They try to play chicken with you, and sometimes they lose.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a horrible prize, but sometimes they take out humans as well. I've seen deer jump just before they got hit, go right through the windshield.
Yeah. If they're going to go down, they might as well go down swinging.
Exactly. Oh, Outdoorsy Gal O says, I had a deer click its hooves on my hood, jumping over the van front. Wow, that's cool. Hello, Was Blind. Hello, Above and Beyond Drones. I didn't see you there, Jim. And my boy said something about a dog. James, tell me, what were you talking about a dog? I didn't get that at all. It was always the dog. Oh well. Well, that wasn't. I don't know if I feel bad for the wallaby or not, Brad. If you tell me that it's a normal occurrence, I don't guess I do much.
No,
Just
no, they're just a bugger.
yeah.
I think. I mean, luckily enough, it was in my wife's work car, so work has to sort the problem out. I think now they're going to look at putting a bull bar on it. I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place, but they're going to try and put a bull bar on it to stop it again. But
Is that pretty common as well?
I seriously just thought, yeah, bull bar.
You should have heard that on this side. Oh, your mic went dead. Oh, we got some big problems on that transcontinental cable. Brad, I think we lost you, bud. I think we absolutely lost you. Did you guys hear that as well? Well, we'll have Brad back on and talk about wallabies some other time. Unless he pops back in. But you know what? Oh, he did. You did pop back in. You still there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Brad?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. That was weird.
Yeah, I'm having some wonderful issues with the laptop.
Oh no.
Since I'm running beta for the Mac, and that's funny stuff. How's that?
If it's any consolation, you did a fantastic Max Headroom impersonation on your way out. It was great. With vocals and everything, man. It was perfect.
That's good. Actually, you know what was funny? I was actually thinking, because I knew I was going to call in today, and I was actually thinking about drawing up the spinning arrow and putting it on a stick and saying I was buffering for you.
I love that.
I just ran out of time with everything.
Every once in a while, you see his fingers sneak up and keep spinning.
What I was even thinking about doing was I was just going to pause and have the kids walk past me.
Like those newscasters that want to make tragedies sound horrible, and then people just kind of walk by. This weather ain't too bad. It's raining sideways.
Oh dear!
You can make me cough.
Yeah, I can't get rid of this bloody cough. It's annoying the crap out of me. I'm almost there.
Oh man, I wonder if you've got. My wife, she's got bronchitis. She's been coughing for the last 2 weeks.
Every year around this time, I just get this cough, and it just doesn't go.
Oh yeah.
Lasts for weeks. I had a chest X-ray, had a blood test, had all sorts of stuff the other day. They've basically just said, "Here, take some tablets and see how that goes." I mean, I'm a lot better. I'm not bringing up lungs and kidneys every morning like I used to do, but it's just annoying.
And they can't tell you what it is?
No one can seem to. Like, I had it back when I was in Melbourne. They were like, "Oh, it's because of the change in weather, because it's like it gets cold in Melbourne, 1 degree, 2 degrees, that sort of stuff." So I thought, okay, maybe I'm getting a whiff of cold air on the chest and that sort of stuff. But then moved to Brisbane where it's, 20 degrees minimum sort of thing in winter, and I was still getting it then. So you can't tell me that's and now we're in Darwin where it's like 30 degrees. You can't say it's colder weather again. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that sucks, dude. It sucks. Yeah. X-rays didn't show up anything.
Well, I haven't heard back from the doctor yet, and he basically said, "Look, if you don't hear from us, everything's good, that sort of thing." So yeah. I don't know.
Well, I hope it's nothing serious, dude. I really do.
Yeah, actually, the doctor said to me, "Do you smoke?" And I said, "Well, no, but should I start just to make it feel better?"
Should I start to give it cause?
Yeah.
Remember, kids, don't smoke.
Yeah, don't smoke.
Yeah.
Actually, I threatened that to my kids. I said to my kids, if any of you get caught smoking, I'm banging all your heads together.
There you go. There you go.
No,
That's forceful peer pressure.
yeah, no, That's all four of them too. So it's like one does it, you're all in trouble.
You know what? They used to do when I was younger. The whole thing was, if I ever catch you smoking, I'm going to make you eat an entire pack of cigarettes.
I do remember
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. I never had that problem, but yeah, I know of a couple people who had to choke down an entire pack of, I don't know, Viceroy or Paul Malls or some shit.
I don't know. I would just be like, no, just give me some other punishment.
Exactly. Can't just kill me.
Yeah. Before I eat a pack of the cigarettes, I'll just take the death. Let me
go. There are things worse than death.
Yeah. Let me pay your taxes. I'll do that instead.
Oh yeah, exactly. You want real pain.
Yeah.
Oh well, Brad, it's getting to the top of the hour. I think Not a Great Gamer wants to pop back on. That or I know he left, but I think he popped back on. I should probably give him the party. Not a Great Gamer. He's sitting in the waiting room for some reason.
He wants to show.
Yeah,
he wants to open and close the show.
Exactly. This will be a first action. No. I think I did it with Angel once. Angel popped back on after he had to go off and do something. So, oh well.
Not a great game. I think Ken from the Redneck Connection summed him up great. He said he's the only guy who knows of it when he plays a shoot up, can't hit anybody, and when he plays a racing game, he hits everyone on the track.
Oh, those are talents you just you can't acquire naturally.
He is very good value. I do enjoy going in and listening to him sit there in stunned silence when his panels all start to appear.
Yeah. Oh man, like the one we were on, that was we hijacked the whole thing, and I apologize again to Gamer, because we were just what was it, like 3 or 4 of us were at or near 50, and we were just reminiscing about everything. I get it. You youngsters can't relate, but
especially being in Australia and the UK, we've got no idea half the stuff you guys are talking about.
Oh, that's a good question though. How much of American media do you guys get down there?
We get a fair bit of it, because I think half of our stuff here they find boring, I think, more than anything.
So you get a lot of our sitcoms. I mean not ours, but like a lot of the American producers, they'll take shows from around the world, steal the concept, and they'll Americanize it. Do you guys get that, or do you get a lot of our actual shows?
We get bits and pieces of everything. I mean, we got obviously Netflix and Stan and a few of the other streaming services as well. So a lot of people are going towards the Netflixes and the Stans as opposed to TV. But the TV here, obviously, we've gone digital. So back in the old days when it was analog, we used to have one channel for each. You used to have 7, 9, 10, that sort of thing, and that was the main channel. But now they're going digital, so they've got a main channel, and some of them have got a cooking channel, which is just 24 hours cooking, and another one's got a news channel. So it's sort of going a bit that way orientated. We get a bits and pieces of everything, but we do get a lot of, Survivor Australia, Big Brother Australia, that sort of stuff. We still get the Survivor America and Big Brother America and England and all that sort of stuff at 2:00 in the morning, sort of thing. But they do tailor it to the, Survivor Australia and put Australian people in it.
That's interesting. I knew about the reality shows that they do, in different areas. They've kind of target marketed that and changed, or the whole show is those local folks. But that's interesting. So you're actually seeing them live, well not live, but as they air on
Well,
different times.
And that's the thing now is obviously a lot of the networks pay millions and millions for
Syndication
Game of
rights.
Thrones. Yeah, they pay the rights to it. Back in the day, they used to bury it. It used to take a week or so before the show comes out. And of course, in the meantime, people have hit, torrent sites and shared the file and all that sort of stuff. And they've already watched it that way. So the networks are now catching up. And basically, if you get a show, say 2:00 in the afternoon, our time that's broadcast in America, it's on 3 hours later here. To get that 7 p.m. market here and try and keep the people on the show. So that's changed things for the better.
Yeah, imagine it has. We refer that here as tape delay. Like, we even have to do it from one coast to the other, depending on where the show is being produced. And I tell you, when you're in broadcast television, that sucks balls. What's that?
What's interesting here is the news. The news at night. So we don't get, like in Melbourne and Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide, WA, you get local news. We don't get local news here for some reason. So we have 7, 9 and 10 are our major channels. Here we get Channel 10 Melbourne News. We get Channel 7 Melbourne News, and we get Channel 9 Brisbane News. And watching Channel 7 Melbourne News is not quite the same because they come on to do the weather at night, and in the middle of the winter in Melbourne, they're talking about it's 2 degrees in King Lake and 3 degrees out here at Wanturna and 4 degrees at Werribee, and it's going to snow, and we're looking outside in shorts and singlets and all that sort of stuff, thinking this weather's just not right for us at all.
They don't show you like a big map with all the different temperatures all around? No?
At the very back end of the news, they do a flyer. At the back end of the weather, they do a fly around, but it's mainly capitals. But they don't quite do. And it's odd because once again, you're watching the Channel 10 Melbourne News, and the whole 45 minutes is based on stuff in Melbourne. It's like, there was a crash on the ring road, and there was a punch up in King Street, and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, what about up here?
Oh, you got to feel so left out.
Well, it makes me like I'm from Melbourne, so it does make me feel a little bit homesick watching the Melbourne stuff and that. But
yeah,
I do like the winter up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I hear you, man. I'm dying to move out of the Midwest. I don't know how many times I've said it. I've given snow, the best 50 years of my life. I'm done with it.
We'll do a swap. My kids want to go see some snow, so we'll do a swap.
Oh, there you go. I can do that.
Watch out for the wallabies.
You watch out for the deer.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. We're heading up on that top of the hour.
Yeah, cool, mate. I'll let you go.
All right. Thanks, Brad. We'll talk to you later, bud.
See you, man.
God, do I love learning about the differences. That was actually that was going to be one of my show subjects. And I threw it on the back burner because, well, what I like to do now is I like to recap what happened, during the week and give our those friends across the pond, a chance to catch up on some of those subjects that we touched on earlier. Before I go to my last and final guest, if he's still there and wants to come up, I do want to say hello to, who was it I just saw a minute ago? Oh, I don't see him anymore. Well, shoot. I did say hello to Was Blind. Oh, come on. I know I saw it. Oh, Arthur Moorhead. How you doing, Arthur? Welcome to the show. I hope you're still here. Okay, so let's do this real fast. You're still hanging around, dude. You even know?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Who do we have here?
Thanks for having me.
So who are you, young man?
My name is Timmy. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Birmingham, England. Woo! Hello, everyone.
You frightened me.
I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's just, I'll try fixing it.
So you jump back in.
I didn't. Yeah. I had some fascinating facts to share about byproducts of petroleum.
Oh, please do.
Right. This is some fun facts. Right. Aspirin. Right. Okay. The benzene, which is an aspirin, is usually from the byproduct of petroleum.
Very good.
Like when you have your aspirin, remember petroleum. Shampoos. I never knew this.
Hmm.
This is a fascinating fact.
Oh yeah.
Paints, resins, antifreeze, fire retardant. Figure that one out.
I know, right? That is fighting fire with fire, or potential fire.
Foam cushions, upholstery.
Yep.
Ooh, drapes.
Oh yeah.
Everyone enjoys a drape, especially if it's a red drape. Red is an amazing color.
Yes, it is.
You know,
I'm almost there.
I've
I'm wearing
provided you.
Iridescent shirt tonight, it appears.
Ooh, nearly. I've provided you tonight now with 2 action-packed separate videos you have. It's going to be unreal.
You absolutely have.
Oh, refrigerants.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Well, now you do. Athletic footgear. Well, we all know that one.
Oh yeah.
Dyes. Liquid crystal displays, which is LCD.
Mm-hmm.
Screens for those who do not know. Optic fiber coatings. Vitamins.
Oh yeah.
Wiper fluid. Right, I'm done.
How about 70% or more of most car interiors?
Now, I did not know that.
Oh yeah. Your entire dashboard, petroleum based. Yep.
Did you have to say that?
Most seats.
Gal?
Yep. Who said what?
I got compared to Russell Brand again.
Oh. That can't be a feel good thing.
I always get Russell Brand, and I forgot his name, but someone from America, a comedian. Whenever anyone mentions him, I soon remember who it is. Who is it?
I can't think. I can't. You're not reminding me of any American comedians.
Well, it's like Carrot Top, but it's not Carrot Top. It's like a comedian with a
Oh, certainly not Carrot Top.
I've been called him so many times.
You would have to be much more frightening to look like Carrot Top.
And ugly, so I'm a good-looking boy.
Have you seen Carrot Top recently?
Not recently.
Oh man, let me see if I can find a relatively recent picture of the man, the legend. Here you go. There you go.
I'm not offended outdoors. Yow.
Yeah, this is what they're comparing you to. I don't think so, dude.
What a pretty man.
Uh-huh. Yeah, pretty is a good word. We'll go with that. It doesn't.
Anyway.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you didn't have to have me back up here. I was just sitting in the back of the lobby just for like...
Oh, just relaxing in the lobby. Well, I didn't mean to wake you. I thought maybe you had something to say because you popped back in. I know you jumped out, so... But, hey, thanks for coming back on.
Yeah, it was just wanted to share some insightful knowledge of byproducts of petroleum.
Well, this has been, ironically, or I should say, unexpectedly, a very educational show.
It was cool that you had Drone Kings and Patty, sorry, yes, with the mirror story.
Oh.
I think we all learned from that story. You know, we need to be more careful with our mirrors, and maybe even once annually, you know, every year have a mirror appreciation day.
Oh, I like that. I wouldn't be surprised if there is. I would be surprised if there is not one. honestly.
Vampires would be buggered for that festive part of the
Yes.
season.
Yes, they would.
However, you know, it would be fun, and you can buy mirrors of multiple shapes.
Yes.
So maybe we could go to what's that thing in America you have? Shark's Tank.
Shark Tank? Mm-hmm.
Yes, with a
Oh.
mirror idea of annual mirror day.
Oh, say no more. Don't give too much away. Start developing.
$16 billion investment for
Exactly.
a point stake.
Exactly.
Right. Anyway, I'll get out of your hair because I know you were saying about you like to keep it at an hour,
I do, and I appreciate that, bud.
and I appreciate you for just letting me back on because I wasn't really expecting it. Oh,
No problem. Well, get your stuff done, and we'll talk to you soon. I want to have you back on because it's getting late, and I got a morning show, and actually I'm doing a lot tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to deep dive tonight, but I do want to deep dive you next time you come on. Sound good?
deep dive.
Yes, deep dive.
What?
Oh,
But
he has no
we need to get like breathing apparatus
he has no idea. He
because
has no idea. Now,
you
no.
can get the bends at like 3 meters plus in water. You know that. Really. What do you mean deep dive?
All
am
right.
I being? Is this like a sexual euphemism?
No. 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 Nothing to fear. You want to go? Can we still hear you?
Yeah, what is deep dive? Oh, hang on. Hang on. Deep dive. I've heard that before.
Yes. Are you ready to do it?
What is it? Can you please just explain to me what I have to do?
I got to know if you're wanting to do it. Just say yes.
Yes.
All right, let's do this thing.
Oh God.
Deep dive.
That's the one.
That's the one. Okay, here's how this works. Not a great gamer.
Oh, what have I done?
In my hand, I have a sheet of
piece
paper, a piece of paper with 5, count them, 5 questions chosen especially for you. Now, what you have to remember is there are no wrong answers. This is just our attempt to know more about you than perhaps your mask maker's neighbor's dog's cousin knows about you. Are you ready to start?
I reluctantly accept this request.
Well, let's do this thing.
Question 1.
All right. Let's just pick some things. You seem like an outdoor guy. I gotta know. What do you prefer, the oceans or the mountains?
Oceans or the mountains? I like both equally. I love both. They're both amazing geographical features.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're actually looking for a single answer on that one.
Oh, shit. So I like it or not.
We were looking for oceans and mountains. Now, what you also have to know is that these questions have been developed by an entire room full of monkeys sitting in front of typewriters. So I cannot guarantee that these are going to be as accurate or even good.
Mountains.
Mountains. Oh, very good. Very good.
Oh, I've got a bell.
See, you're doing very well. You're doing very well.
Got a bell. Next.
Next.
Question 2.
All right. You seem to like to eat on camera. What do you prefer? Of these two, a soup or sandwich?
Soup or sandwich? When you drink a soup? What a stupid question.
Not many people drink soups. They eat them with
You do,
spoons.
it's liquid.
What about chunky soup?
These have both been trick questions.
Relax. You're not being
This
graded.
is going to be the longest deep dive ever.
Pick one. Just one. What? Okay, if you're going to sit down for a Sunday afternoon snack, would you rather have soup or would you have a sandwich?
How long does it take for this time to run out, dude?
Oh, it'll go on forever.
I'm going to make this an awkward hang. 2 hour deep dive, everyone. I like a sandwich. I do love a sandwich.
Well, see, was that so hard? You did great. That's
It was because you drink soup, don't eat it. You don't. I'm going to go and drink a cup of Coca-Cola.
No, but
you don't say I'm going to go and eat a cup of Coca-Cola.
no, it's which one would you prefer, soup or sandwich?
No, you
Not
said
which-
prefer to eat. It was a trick question.
Did I say prefer to eat?
You know, whoever invented this deep dive, right? You've really, really offended me.
Well, good. Let's continue.
My brain right now.
Let's-
It's just
Let's continue that, shall we?
question three.
Question 3.
Okay. You also seem like you like to coordinate, so I got to ask, what is your favorite chilly time outerwear? Sweater or a hoodie?
Hoodie.
Very good. See,
It's
and
a
you're
sweater
stylish. You're
Well, it's a
stylish.
sweater with a hood, isn't it? So you've got the optional extra. If you just need a hood, you can put a hood on.
That's true. That's true. Now, was that question 3 or 4? I think it was 3, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, good. It's not like you're making this difficult or anything.
Well, no, that was the most logical question you've asked. The other two were complete boob traps. One was 2 amazing geographical features, and the other was a drink and a food that you was both branding as food.
You are making it tough.
Question 4. No, you're making
Question 4.
That's my job. Actually, it's not even my job. It's the judge's job, and they're idiots. So what can I say, right? Oh, you're, let's see. When you sit down for a movie, when you sit down to watch a movie, not a great gamer, do you prefer horror movies or comedy movies?
Depends if I'm planning on masturbating.
Oh, no, we were looking for horror movies or comedy movies.
You try tugging one off the saw. It's awkward.
You think? Oh,
Comedy.
comedy. Okay. Well, all right. I'll give it to you.
Sorry.
I'll give it to you. No. I'll give it to you.
I do apologise.
Let's. Shall we wrap this up?
No, I'm just.
Oh, no. No excuses now.
Final question.
Oh, how much more awkward can this get? I'll make this one easy.
If it's like, it better be something like 1 + 1, otherwise you're fucked.
Well, then it may not be easy. What do you prefer, console gaming or PC gaming?
Console gaming.
No, it's Game Boy. We're looking for Game Boy.
Not 3 out of 5 trick questions. There was no. I could. the
Still,
maximum I could was a
Still,
10.
after all said and done, you got 4 out of 5, and you're complaining.
5 out of 5, mate. I don't know what you.
Well, not according to the judges. And as I already told you, the judges are idiots. I can't do anything about this.
You're not an idiot. You're
I don't run the
a highly
show.
intelligent man with great integrity and a lovely backdrop, may I just add. Everyone, just check out that dude's backdrop. How amazing is that?
It's absolutely amazing.
It is.
Yes. All right, dude. You passed the test. Very well done.
Oh, I just got the clap.
You just got the clap. Crowd loves you.
Who loves me?
The crowd.
Oh, thanks. I don't love you.
See, you survived. No one got hurt. Well, yeah, some people got hurt, but I'll clean up the bodies later.
You don't have to if you don't want to. If you do, just bury them with their arse hanging out so you can park your mountain bike somewhere.
Oh yeah, well, if I do that, then I've got to write "kiss my ass" on their headstone. Ooh.
That tempts me, you know.
All right.
Maybe even a little sniff.
Maybe.
Anyway.
Oh. Oh man, you had to go there.
Well, you said anything goes on here.
I did.
Oh. I'll get that in 3D with these on.
Oh yeah, you will.
Right, well, I'm sure I'll have another deep dive.
One of
Okay.
these days, yeah, one of these days you will. And all I got to do is go back there and kick the monkeys in the ass, and they'll come up with better questions. All right.
No, it was an absolutely great quiz. I'll be honest with you. With stuff like that, I'm amazed you're not on CNN right now or something.
Oh, don't say CNN.
Well, I don't know any American channels. It's better than me saying Fox News, isn't it?
Well, anything but CNN.
Well, I do apologise. There was no offence.
Oh no, none taken.
This is a good compliment. Have your own segment on the Steve Harvey Show, and I love that show.
Oh, that would be good.
I
Steve,
love that show. I love Steve. Yeah, Steve Harvey Show is awesome. I actually watch it over it.
call me Steve.
Yeah, call him Steve. You can have 2 bald men on 1 TV. It'll be fun. Yay.
Well, thanks for going through the deep dive, man. Now we know more about you than we ever thought we could.
And I know you're not fully bald yet, so don't take offense to that either.
I
Sorry
am
for
not-
anyone. And sorry for anyone in the chat who might be partially bald or bald who was offended by my most recent comments. Tough titties.
I am so not easily offended. So
No,
not
you're
easily offended. No. In fact, I was just saying, wasn't it last night? I said, I don't even remember the last time I was offended. Honestly.
Can I give it a go?
No.
Oh.
But nice try. All right, buddy. Hey, I'm gonna go because it's 15 after, and thanks for being on here again, man.
I was going to go 10 minutes ago, and then
I know.
you started this whole mindfuck.
It is it is my fault. I take complete and utter responsibility for that.
If I had a few more questions, it just makes it that extra bit deeper. And maybe have one about philosophy to really reflect upon life. Then it is really, truly deep. Thank you
Yeah,
for having me.
yeah,
God bless you.
because it's meant to be serious.
You have to have a bit of sincerity in life at times.
That's true. That's true. But I fear reflection during deep dive.
Well, the time for reflection will be on Mirror Appreciation Day.
There you go.
There you go.
I will take that under
Thank you
advisement.
for having me. I'm going to go, otherwise we're going to be here forever.
I know.
You're like mad, and I love your company.
Thank
So I'm going to go and eat some chocolate and drink some milk and enjoy the thunder rolling by in the distance. I
Absolutely.
wish you all a happy, lovely, whatever day it is over there. Eat your vegetables, recycle your plastics, and be kind to each other. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here, bud. We'll talk to you later.
Wave. Wave. There we go.
Oh, my. Just when you think deep dive has gone off the cliff, we have one of those. No, it was great fun. Absolutely great fun. Maybe do a shallow dip. Yeah, that's right, Jesse. Maybe that's what I should have done. Oh, by the way, I don't know how many of you guys know that I actually do have a pretty funny story. I'll let you in on a little secret, which most of you probably already knew. Some of you didn't. Some of you caught me last night doing some funny shit on the show after I was done. I left the stream up, and I was doing my thumbnail poses on a green screen. Yep, that was all on accident. Thank you very much. We're all idiots at one time or another, but that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully, I didn't I don't know, pick my nose or smack the dogs around or anything. But hey, it is one of those things where you just sometimes you forget. I actually watched a live stream today where the guy did the same thing, shut it down, and he was still on for a good long time. Not gonna say who, but it was a lot of fun. He didn't do anything stupid like I did, but that was a little bit of behind the scenes. For those of you who didn't see it, I've already eliminated it off of that video. But you'll be seeing it in my thumbnails, and that's the fun part. Okay, guys, this was a hell of a fun show. Remember, tomorrow is my Friday recap, and that is during 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Everyone's still welcome to that show as well. I tout it as an over the seas, over the pond sort of show for those folks who aren't like Not a Great Gamer and going to be staying up all hours. But, Friday afternoon, they got a little bit of time. They want to jump on. That's why I have that show. And we'll just go over these. We'll go over these subjects again. I did a whole masterclass on that, Stacy. It was actually, it was fugly. It was literally fugly. Because you've got to do some of the weirdest faces ever. And I try to. My goal is to have a different expression for each and every thumbnail. That is my goal. I think I've only reused a couple of them over the time. Now, on the series, I try to use the same ones, and I differentiate those using a number. But on the regular thumbnails, I try to use a different one, and I try to do it in different, outfits or configurations every time, so it doesn't look the same. Like tonight, I'll be doing it on this, looks like a day-glow orange shirt. When I look at it here, it looks more salmon, but hey, what do I know? At any rate, thanks to my guests. That was a hoot. The whole thing was a hoot. Thanks to all you guys. Hopefully you had as much fun as I did. Again, you guys can always revisit these stories anytime you feel the need or I'm sorry, not the stories, but any of these topics anytime you see fit. And if you guys are watching this after it's processed, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more of this zany wackiness. And maybe even later on, you'll catch me doing some silly thumbnail poses. But I will leave everyone with what I always do. Make sure you treat others the way you want to be treated. If we all did that, this world would be a fantastic place. Thanks, guys. Good night, and we will see you live.